Hey trackers, I'm looking at these offshore rocks right here, and there are scats all over these rocks. Now I don't think that something like a gray fox would go out there, because you have to go across at least 6 feet of water, and it looks like it's a foot deep right there. So if I was a fox, I wouldn't be going out there. So what I'm thinking is these might have been scats left by either a bird, such as a goose or something, or otters. Otters would be my guess, because these rocks are something that sticks up out of the water, and it's a place where an otter can haul out of the water and do a little bit of sunning, get themselves warmed up, and deposit some scat as a scent marker. So the only one I think I can wade to is this one here, because it's not quite as deep. The other one's a little bit too deep. So I'm going to try to wade to this one and see if I can show you a close-up. I think these are otter scats. Let's see if that theory pans out. Okay, I'm out here, and these are indeed otter scats. So composed of, it looks like, some pieces of crayfish and possibly fish bones, other items that otters eat. So I'm a little closer to this one, and right here you can see there's a whole bunch of scats on that one. I think it's shallow enough I might be able to get over to show you that one. The one that I can't get to is that one, and I can't get to that one. But I've confirmed otter, and let me get a little closer and I'll show you. Okay, so here's some right here in the center of the rock that has some water in it. There's one right there. There's the one over there. And remember, I'm in slippery algae here, so this is kind of interesting. So there's one there, and then there's a whole bunch of them up here. Lots of otter scats. So yeah, this is a convenient rock. Otters can pull out of the river. It's probably 2-3 feet deep right there. Not horribly deep right now because it's a drought and we haven't had any rain, so it's kind of difficult for them to find places that are really submerged right now. But anyway, that rock over there in the center has a couple of scats on it, and it's too deep for me to wade over there. But let me get some close-up pictures of these, and I'll talk to you about otters. Okay, so this scat right here has crayfish parts in it. They bleached in the sun because this is in the direct sun most of the day. This one right here has, looks like a bunch of dragonfly naiads in there. You can see the exoskeleton of one right there. Okay, and this one right here is also composed mainly of dragonfly naiads. So you can see these exoskeletons in here. And there are a lot of these in the river. I've shown them in previous videos, how they make trails on the bottom of the river as they forage under the sand. So I can't get to these other ones very easily. But these are all otter scats, all deposited on the rock in the center of the river. And it's a perfect haul out for otters. If I was an otter, I'd like to hang out on this rock and get warmed up out of the with the sun and hang out of the water for a little while before I dive back in and go on my way hunting. So there's water in the center here, which has got some scat in it. I'm not going to touch that, but this is a really cool spot, and nice and quiet. That's some old parts that have been in the river for decades. I don't know what they came from, but they've been in the river for a long time. So this rock is about 7 or 8 feet long, 5-6 feet wide, and provides a perfect little spot for otters. There's a bunch of rocks in here that they can use, and only 3 of them have scats on them, but that doesn't mean they can't use the other ones. So otters hunt pretty much whenever they want. They can be active mostly in the daytime. Early morning and evening is when you are likely to see them around here. Those are the times I've seen them. But sometimes they're out and about in the middle of the day. So they vary. They can be active at night if they want to be. It just depends on if they're being successful with their hunting. Okay, this is interesting. So right over here on the bank, on dry land, right inland from the rocks that I was just showing you, there's another otter scat. So otters do come out on dry land. It's not, I wasn't meaning to imply that they don't. They certainly come out on dry land and deposit scats, and that's what this one is right here. This one I'm a little closer to so I can kind of break it apart a little bit. Looks like some bones in there, perhaps. Fish bones, probably scales. Smells a little fishy. And that wouldn't surprise me. There's a lot of fish in this river that the otters consume all the time. So, there's another scat. A little further along, here's two more. There's one right there and one right here. So if you were targeting otters with a trail camera and you wanted to get pictures of them, you might figure out a way to put a camera out here, because it seems like they're using this area. It wouldn't be an easy setup because there's no trees here to attach a camera to. But if you were looking for otters, this would be the place. I think what the otters like about these rocks is that they're an elevated perch, and so their scat is placed on something that's up off the ground in a rather prominent location, and that attracts the attention of other otters. There's another one right here that I walked past because it was on the other side of the rock. There's actually two of them here, so here's another one right there, and one right here. So yeah, this is an otter hotspot. If you want to see otters, come out here and look for them during the right times of day, or set up a trail camera here.